Hello everyone. So I'm here between a prejudging of the Arnold Classic. So I don't know how I did yet, but I have some downtime. So I figure right now is a great opportunity to do a Q&A. I'm not sure when this will get posted, but I'm going to go ahead and pass the time by answering some of your questions, because on Instagram I asked you guys what kind of Arnold Classic / contest prep questions would you like me to answer. So I chose a few of my favorites and I would like to share the responses with you. Okay, so first question, do you ever get bloated, or do you know your body so well that you know what not to eat to prevent it? Okay, so yes, I've competed for so long that I do kind of have a good idea of what to eat, what not to eat when it comes to bloating. There's a few artificial sweeteners out there that'll kind of get me bloated, like allulose I find kind of bloats me sometimes, sugar alcohol, but for the most part, I don't think I have too many issues. I will say one helpful thing that's helped really keep my digestion consistent is magnesium. Okay, liquid magnesium has done wonders for me. When people think of magnesium, I don't think they automatically think of digestion, but for me, it was a freaking miracle. So I've been taking magnesium every single night and it has worked like a charm. So next question, who do you bring as your little support fan club? I usually, I travel with either my trainer Sam, and she's the girl that you might see in some of my workout videos. She trains me at the gym, or Adam too, if he can make it to one of my shows. He's here at the Arnold Classic. But yeah, either one of those, but sometimes I go alone depending. If I do a show kind of short notice and no one can book a flight in time or it doesn't align with their schedule, I'll go alone, and that's fine. I've traveled the world alone, done shows across the world all alone, so I don't have any problem with that. So sometimes it's nice to have your own chill time and really focus on just you. Next question, what makes Arnold Classic different from Olympia? Honestly, those two are very similar. Well, I'll say one thing off the bat. The Olympia had like over 50 bikini competitors last year in 2022. The Arnold Classic has 9. So with Arnold Classic, you have to ask to be invited, and they choose just a handful of competitors. So some might say that the Arnold is harder to qualify for, although the Olympia is, I guess, technically the most prestigious show. So both of those shows, though, I hope this comes across the right way. I would say both the Olympia and Arnold, I wouldn't consider them fun shows. They're exciting shows, but they're not fun. And here's the difference. If I'm at the Olympia or Arnold, it's very stressful, high pressure. I feel like all eyes are on me. It's a bigger deal, whereas like if I go to a local show, I can be more loosey-goosey and kind of be more chill and relaxed, and I would consider that more fun. So each serves its own purpose. You know, these bigger shows they seem like more business, whereas like a local show might just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go out there and have a good time. Next, do you get mood swings when dieting on prep? Actually, not usually, but for this prep, I sure did. I got cranky, really cranky. I mean, every once in a while, I'll get the contest prep crankies is what I like to call it. I would like to say, though, it's not always due to a diet. It's more, did I sleep? So I can be okay on lower calories for a little bit, but it does take a toll on me every once in a while. So luckily, everyone in my life knows that I can be a little cranky sometimes. I always apologize, but yeah, it just energy's up and down when you're close to a show. Next question, do you pool water at all? No, I don't. Actually, well, technically. Okay, so here. I will drink 2 gallons all the way up to the day before the show, okay? So the only time my water changes is show day itself. And the reason why, I don't want to go on stage with 2 gallons of water in my stomach. I'd be peeing all the time. My stomach would look bloated, and in bikini and any physique sport, really, you need to have a small little waistline. So on show day is the only day that I'll reduce my water, and I'll just sip as needed, but I don't want to go on stage with a water baby. That's no good. But even last night, I was drinking all the way up until like 9 p.m. when I went to bed. I got in 2 gallons yesterday, so I don't cut water. I don't do anything weird with my sodium either. What's the look you're aiming for? Are you aiming for a fuller or a leaner look? So I don't think I should get any leaner necessarily, but I do need to get fuller. But I guess the tricky part is, for me anyway, when I am leaner, I pop more, which can give the appearance that I'm a little bit fuller or bigger or more muscular, but I'm always trying to be fuller but keep the same conditioning. I don't necessarily want to get any softer. I don't think I'm a competitor that can pull off being softer. I think I need to be a little bit leaner for me to really pop and look crisp. But I would love to be fuller in my upper body. That's the ongoing struggle, but we're working on it and it's getting better. Do I do my own hair and makeup for the shows? I do actually. I do. And not because because of a cost issue, more so convenience. I find that sometimes when you book appointments for hair and makeup, I hate being on someone else's time, and if they're late, then I'm late and I get stressed, and I don't want the stress, so I just do it myself. I do it for every show. Sometimes I'll have my trainer Sam help me with my hair, but for the most part I just do it myself. I think it's just easier and more convenient, and I don't know, I'm okay at it. I'm not saying I'm the best ever, but it gets the job done. Do you ever take out artificial sweeteners during prep? If so, how far out? I used to take out all sweeteners like the week of the show, but I've come to discover it doesn't really make a difference on certain. So I'll take stevia all the way up until show day. I had stevia today in my coffee. So stevia seems to do well with my body, and I think for most people stevia is pretty safe and it doesn't cause any issues. But going back to one of the previous questions, I'm not going to be having sugar, alcohol, or anything that's going to make you bloated the day before show. So I'm much more relaxed with sweeteners these days. When it comes close to show, I don't think it makes a difference either way, for me anyway. Favorite part about shows? You know what? The whole show itself is my favorite part. I know that sounds corny, but just honestly, just dressing up I shouldn't say dressing up, getting all dolled up like a little princess, little fitness princess, and feeling that adrenaline on stage is kind of cool. You know what I mean? I get to play dress up for a day. So that I think that's my favorite part of the show, and seeing my own improvements after the fact, of course. I will say my least favorite part about a show though is this time right now in between waiting in between prejudging and finals, overthinking everything. So the next question, how to curb food cravings when you're on prep. So I've made videos on this before. I don't get bad food cravings, thankfully. I used to back in the day, but I feel like I've adapted my taste buds to healthy prep food. But if anything, I would say gum. I chew a lot of gum. Sometimes usually 2 packs a day of gum. That really helps me with my cravings, and Crystal Light as well. Sugar-free Jello for sweet cravings, but also brushing your teeth right after a meal can help as well. Kind of gets that taste out of your mouth that you want more. If it's something salty, I usually have more sweet cravings than salty ones, but if I am craving something salty, I'll just do veggies, crisp up some cauliflower in the fryer or whatever. So anyway, those are my question answers. Q&As, whatever. Thank you for asking them, and hopefully this was helpful and you got to know me just a little bit better. See you in the next one.